This is an award show, so let's start with a question about some wins. What do you think, Alexis?
I like it.
Which NBA team won the most games in the 2024-25 regular season?
Was it the Celtics, the Thunder, the Cavs, or the Rockets?
Okay, let's make some announcements, Alexis.
Starting in the neighborhood, this player took the neighborhood over with, get this, nearly 8,000 wins.
8,000 wins? That could only be one person. Congratulations, Rebirth GTV. Moving on over to the city, it is tough out there, but one player stood tall and showed elite skills. Your 2K25 city champion is...
Tufferson X, congratulations.
How come I didn't get the award?
You're not good enough, Chris.
All right, so we have you clocked in at over 8,000 wins this year. What is the secret to the success out here?
Before we announce the next winner, ready for some more 2KTV Interactive? Paint protectors are so valuable to team defense in the NBA.
So, which player led the NBA in blocks during the 2024-25 regular season?
Was it Brook Lopez, Miles Turner, Victor Wembanyama, or Walker Kessler?
Wemby really proved himself over this last season.
And next, we'll give away our 2KTV Most Proven Award to the player with the most wins in the Proving Ground this year.
Cska Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It's the Philadelphia 76ers and the home team. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Tyrese Maxey. Yabusele out there with Oubre. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the two-guard position. Maxey looking it over. No good on the triple. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey. But Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
This guy's a super quick leaper. Oubre doesn't need much time to get off the floor.
DiVincenzo finds Barnes. Back to DiVincenzo. To the paint. Here's Levine. And the rejection by Embiid.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync. Maxey against DiVincenzo. And that one's good. Maxey.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Barnes. The rebound by Yabusele.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Pippin's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now here's Embiid. Here's Maxey. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
And he makes the first. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, Paul George continues to prove himself an elite offensive threat.
The specter of injury seems to always loom over Paul George's career, Doris.
But, Kevin, I think it's very hard for Paul George fans to take out of their mind completely that gruesome injury he suffered. But we've got to give this young man a ton of credit. He has managed his play and his health to a very high level, and still one of the most gifted players this game has seen.
You've seen, Doris, Paul George's journey from role player to MVP candidate.
There's a reason, Kevin, Paul George is one of the most emulated players in the league with young people. His game is so well-rounded, and maybe his best attribute is his adaptability. Paul George is equally comfortable either being the lead man, or if need be, he can play with 2 or 3 other stars and still be effective. Really incredible. Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Barnes kicks to Lopez. Back to Barnes, 11 feet away. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Quick start here for the 76ers in this one. Count that one. Oubre's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, how about the length and athletic ability of Kelly Oubre Jr.? Go ahead in there.
Here's Lopez. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Barnes. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
That takes a nice controlled handle and then the confident finish. Harrison Barnes looking really good right now.
Count that one.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. The challenge is slowing down Joel Embiid. Asked Coach what the game plan was. He said with Embiid, you know he's going to get to the line. You know he's going to get his. Our goal is to keep him away from the basket. If we get him settling for jumpers, that's a win for us. We'll see if they can force him to become a shooter in this one. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Champagny. 76ers getting the bucket. The rebound by Yabusele. Yabusele's got his 4th rebound in this one. Shot by Grimes. No good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Williams can't get it to go.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Jacks up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Grimes has got 5 points.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. And with each passing season, DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a three-point threat and offensive rebound and put it on the deck is exactly what you're talking about.
Here's McCain. Lets it go with a 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooter.
To the inside. Here's Miller. The teardrop falls in.
And that's the elite shot-making skill from Brandon Miller.
Pass to Drummond. Here's McCain. Tipped away. Down low. And the dunk by Embiid.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Richards. He can't get it to go. Good D by Drummond. Here's McCain. Covered by Miller. And that one's good. Maxey.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Pass to DiVincenzo. 1:05 left to play in the first. Great D that time from Edwards. The 76ers leading by 14. He kicks it to Embiid. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed. You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
And we have an intentional foul there, Cska. Wish I could see why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And here's Maxey. 7 points in the game. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. The shot from the low post is good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Outside, George. They get a hand on it. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Edwards. They get it again. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. 76ers on top. They lead by 18. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, we've got Kelly Oubre, and it's McCain in at the shooting guard. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Miller's checked in for Malik Beasley. Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. The 76ers leading by 20. Kicks it to Oubre. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. They get the rebound. Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
The shot goes up. You've got to put a body on Andre Drummond. This guy's so good off the offensive window.
The pass to Barnes. It's blocked.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
Wow. I love it, though, D.A. I got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. Puts up a 3. Grimes with the bucket. Grimes has got his third basket of the night right there.
Grimes can be hot and cold, but boy, he gets that bucket down from 3.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Yabusele, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
Make some noise.
Grimes has gone 2 of 3 shooting from deep here. Anunoby outside. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Anunoby.
Brook Lopez never stops working, especially inside where he has been a force.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Shot by Grimes, no good. Anunoby outside. Pass to Lopez. The rebound by Yabusele. Yabusele's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Oubre. Oh, he misses the dunk.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
But to me, that's Malik Beasley playing bigger than his size. This guy just keeps coming despite the contact.
Here's Grimes. 8 points for him. And finished off by Oubre.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
He gets that one. Lopez has got 4 points in the quarter.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Here's Grimes, guarded by Levine. Pass to McCain. In the corner, Drummond with it. Oubre outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Grimes, guarded by Levine. Shot by Grimes, no good.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Lopez passes to Champagny. Oh, that's blocked.
That's unparalleled defensive focus from Kelly Oubre. He's all over his man and just suffocates that shot.
For 3, Levine. Rebound by the 76ers. Driving in. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Teams will make substitutions. McCain's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Pass to Levine. Looks for Miller. Gets it to him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That's on Justin Edwards.
And Miller reminds some of a young Paul George, a 6'9" athletic forward with great upside.
And you know, Brandon Miller may not have the experience, Doris, so far in the NBA, but boy, does he have a feel for the game.
And Kevin, that to me is something you can't teach. The ability at a young age to read situations well. He can mix his pace. He can create his own space for his shot. The game has already seemed to slow down for this young guy.
Here's Maxey. And oh boy, contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Maxey really just does everything for his team. A selfless young player.
For Philadelphia, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. Free throw good, Maxey. So he gets them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Now the pass to DiVincenzo. With some arc, and it's good. 2 points.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Maxey kicks to Embiid. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Embiid's got his second basket of the night.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Oh, clever pass there from Maxey. So good at finding his teammates.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Sixers ball. In for Philadelphia, Adem Bono.
Philadelphia dictating the flow. Maxey attacking. Shoots over Collier. No good off the back of the rim. Maxey's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. DiVincenzo kicks to Miller. Passes it to George. 24 seconds left now here in the second. Not going to go that time. Good D by Embiid. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Pass to Grimes. Now Embiid, and they turn it over. Stepped in the line that time.
Now into the lineup for your home team, Williams, Harrison Barnes.
Here's DiVincenzo. Miller outside from beyond the arc and then some. Miller's got 5 points in the quarter. And so it's Philadelphia in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Joel, an early lead and a lot to like in the performance thus far. Would you agree?
Oh, I thought we played great. Defensively, I know that I had someone behind me. If I made a mistake that was going to protect the rim, I thought we did great.
We know the adjustments are coming, and we'll see who takes advantage. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, give us your take.
I like what they're doing offensively. Looking at their field goal percentage, they're moving the ball, getting great looks, and, of course, they're knocking down shots. I mean, that's the point of the game, isn't it? Yeah, right? That's the point.
Obviously.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
I know it's not the case, but it seemed like they were lacking on the offensive game. Maybe some guys were improvising when they should have been making the next pass. But, hey, not looking good out there.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The 76ers leading by 23. Paul George is out there with Barnes. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Levine in at the 2 spot. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. And for the 76ers, we've got Kelly Oubre. Abusele out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
At the line for your home team, Zach LaVine. One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
Zach LaVine, explosive with athleticism, with his hops, with his ability to score the basketball.
From the arc, and he's good on the three ball. Grimes has got 13.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
To the middle, Embiid. And he gets it to go. 6 points for him.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense. And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him. They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the 76ers.
This backcourt is really shouldering the load in terms of the ball movement and great assists. When you look at the overall contributions compared to the bigs, nice work on distributing the ball.
And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him, and we have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. The tray. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Maxey with it. Beasley covering. Maxey passes to Yabusele. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Here's Miller, and Miller pulls it down hard.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
And the 76ers with possession. Here's Maxey. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
First personal foul.
On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Friday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic.
And that game against Houston, that'll be their fourth outing in this young season. Coach will want to have his team starting to build a rhythm by then.
The first one falls. Maxey hits them both. Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously, it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better?
Feeds it to Pippen. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Maxey. Fires for three. A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got Got 10 points.
Home team.
A solid facilitator. I like whenever Maxey looks to get his guys involved. Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
The 76ers making the switch here.
This one, make some noise.
McCain's gone 4 for 5 from the floor tonight. Just one miss. Barnes left side. George passes to Barnes. He kicks to Levine. Three-pointer. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Here's McCain. Tries again. And it's Drummond missing. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's George. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Justin Edwards.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line.
You cannot give Paul George these extra chances. This guy is deadly from the free throw line throughout his career.
Pass to McCain. Back to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
From deep, George. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Kicks it out to Maxey. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And one of the many ways Maxey can hurt you with his shooting, lightning fast on that release.
Here's Richards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Philadelphia?
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them in this one.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
Drummond finds Maxey. Going inside, and that one is good. Maxey's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
And that one's good. Richards with the bucket. 1:04 left in the third. Outside, Maxey. Pass to McCain. Here's Bona. And he uses the glass on the layup. Bona's got his first points of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Richards, no good. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Shoots over DiVincenzo. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Edwards. The shot, no good. Nice D from Levine. Barnes, right side. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Substitution on the court.
Here's McCain. 10 points for him. Down low. Here's Embiid. Missed. Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Williams. Pippen is out there with Collier. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Champagnie in at the small forward.
Wow, a level of physicality brought to OG Anunoby, and he says, I can match that.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Outside Gordon. Shoots over Anunoby, and it's Gordon missing.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Here's Bona. Back to Lowry. Embiid with it. High post try. Rebound by Williams. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Champagnie passes to Anunoby. And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, OG Anunoby is just continuing to add to his skill set. Nice finish on the interior.
On the wing, Walker. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Inside, here's Anunoby. The shot, no good. And here are the 76ers now. Now here's Gordon. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
Here's Collier. There's the triple. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And Philadelphia. With another turnover here.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. Edwards, he's checked in for Philadelphia. There's the three. Collier, that's good. Collier's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
He lobs it up.
Oh, good execution there. Lowry with a pinpoint pass.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Pippen outside. Here's the three. Drills the three-pointer.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
And here's Gordon. Beasley with the steal. Right wing. Here's Collier, guarded by Walker. Outside Williams. Pass to Collier. Back to Williams. Fade away. Count the basket.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Bona. You know, Doris, I'm not sure many people take into account what a grind the NBA season is.
I couldn't agree more, Kevin. And listen, these guys have the best of what's available. They stay at top-quality hotels. They have incredible professionals that take care of them. But there is no making up for a lack of sleep when you've played a game at 8 o'clock at night. You leave the arena at 1, and you may arrive in your next city at 4 or 5 a.m. and tip off that night at 7. And this goes on week after week. It is not easy.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. You have to like what we're seeing from Tyrese Maxey.
This is a timely timeout because this guy is hurting them. They've got to figure it out.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger.
Home team ball.
.143 left in the fourth quarter. Lopez, no luck. Lopez has gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Here's Maxey. No good on the three.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
The shot by George, no good. George has gone 1 of 6 shooting from the field.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the 76ers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Tyrese Maxey.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
And we don't talk about the shooting of Levine enough, connecting from 3 at a great clip over his career.
Here's McCain, guarded by Levine, and it's sent back by Lopez, and they're able to recover. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Levine finds Miller. From deep, nailed from three-point land. 6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. Joel, congrats on the win. A quality win. How did you secure it?
Thank you, David. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
We have Bishop on 2K TV right now.
Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We'll see the Dallas Mavericks. Facing the home team. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. It'll be the Mavericks off the tip. And now Dallas' starting group. They've got Thompson, Davis out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Lively in at the center position. And at this early point, Clark, team's still figuring things out.
Yeah, I agree with that, but it's certainly an advantage if you've got continuity on your roster. For those teams who shuffle things in the offseason, they've got a little more to work out. But continuity can serve you well if you have it.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. We spoke about Kyrie Irving and what the most challenging thing about defending him is, and he told me, quote, just how creative he is when he's handling the ball. We want to keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, even if it means sending double teams occasionally. We'll see if this game plan works out for them, guys. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. DiVincenzo on the wing. He's guarded by Irving, and it's in there.
Since his college days, DiVincenzo's really refined his handle. That's a sweet move right there.
To the paint. Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Levine against Thompson. Shot by Levine, no good. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. Well, after their three-point shooting abandoned them in the finals, the Mavericks have addressed that shortcoming in a major way, acquiring one of the Splash brothers, Klay Thompson. Klay is eager for a fresh start and an opportunity, I'm told, to add another ring to his championship resume. This should be a match made in heaven.
Without a doubt. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Here's Davis. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron. Davis has got 6 points.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Now here's George. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine.
You've got to be alert to where George is out on that perimeter because that jumper of his has become dangerous.
Here's Davis, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Here's Levine. Kept alive. Lopez passes to Barnes. Shoots over Davis. Barnes, no good. Dallas leading by 5. Here's Irving. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Outside Barnes. Shoots over Davis. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And Davis has got the ball here for the Mavs. Pass to Irving. Back to Davis. Inside. It's tipped.
You gotta credit the defense this period. They've been all over him.
George with it. Puts up a 3. Buries it from 3. 6 points for him.
You're capable of shooting 40% from deep for a season. Paul George is steady from downtown.
Time called here. The Mavericks decide to talk it over. Deciding to change it up. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Gafford. Washington outside. Shot clock at 6. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Great feed from Davis, a big guy with nice vision.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Miller outside. Here's Collier. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the triple.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Now here's Exum. He's closely guarded. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. Well, Clark, the first 9 years of his career, he played mostly power forward. But over the last 3, Anthony Davis playing a lot of center.
And I think his game has become more focused on staying in the paint, which is where he's dominant. He's added tons of strength over the years. He's using that to his advantage. He's always been one of the special players in the league, in my opinion. And he's still one of the top 15 guys in the league for sure.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Yeah, that one's good.
Well, a really excellent passer for his position. Davis, more than capable of dropping dimes.
Miller outside. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Exum. 2 points. That one goes. Exum's got his second basket on the night.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Home team. And your dance team.
He's checked in for Williams. Here's Dinwiddie. Still no points. Pass to Davis. Now here's Gafford. Dinwiddie outside. And here's Exum. Just 5 on the clock. And he's going for the oop here. And the dunk by Gafford.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Davis. Great look, but off the mark. And so it's Anthony Davis making things happen for the Mavericks. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. Back to the game after this break. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
They've got Brook Lopez, George out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Malik Beasley, and it's Pippen in at the 1. And for the Mavericks, they've got Kyrie Irving. Anthony Davis is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's Najee Marshall, and it's Thompson in at the 2 spot. He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. Clark, a lot of NBA pundits like to issue bold preseason predictions. I don't think you fall into that camp.
Yeah, I'm a little more measured in that regard, B.A. I like to base my predictions on stuff that's real, not stuff that might be real. But I understand the need to try to speculate and anticipate. But there's so much that's unforeseen and unpredictable that it really is difficult to make guarantees or predictions with any basis in fact until some games have been played.
Brook Lopez is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Beasley in at small forward. And for the Mavericks, Daniel Gafford is out there with Derek Lively. Then there's Najee Marshall. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard position.
You know, sometimes you forget about how big Klay is as a guard. I mean, he can take a hit and still finish shots down low.
Count it.
Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Here's Lively. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist with that last one. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. LaVine can't hit.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Beasley, that's good.
Beasley bouncing off the defense there and finding a way to still finish, making it look effortless.
Irving for 3. The Mavericks rebound. Here's the 3. Sinks the tray. Irving's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell him simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Williams.
Justin Champagny.
Irving's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Outside, DiVincenzo. Fires the 3. Mavericks with a rebound. Here's Thompson. Oh, Klay Thompson with the bounce. Get up, Klay.
A fearless dunk by Thompson, showing the defense they can't force him to back off.
For three, DiVincenzo sinks it from distance. DiVincenzo's got 8.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Pass to Gafford. Outside Irving.